Hi, I'm Jake Zemke, rider of the GEICO Motorcycle Honda CBR 600RR, number 98.
Hi, I'm Chris Ulrich, rider, owner of the GEICO Motorcycle Road Racing team, and this year I'm riding Superbike on a GEICO branded Honda CBR 1000RR.
Daytona is a special place. It's always cool coming down here, and Bike Week's amazing. I think it's like 500,000 bikers that come down here every spring, and the amount of motorcyclists that are just in the area, it's unbelievable. And if you go down to Main Street and see all the sights and sounds and everything that's going on, it's just an amazing time. So there's a lot of excitement here because normally we go to a race and you're just there for the races, and there's the fans that are at the racetrack and whatnot, but that's it. But around Bike Week, it doesn't matter where you go out to dinner, what you're going to do, everywhere you look, there's bikes and people ride motorcycles.
It's always good coming back to Daytona. We enjoy Daytona. It's Bike Week. We get to celebrate motorcycling and all things that come with it.
It's a very unique atmosphere, and not only that, just Daytona itself, the racetrack, the history behind the race of the Daytona 200, all the great motorcycle racers who've won it before, it definitely makes this place a little bit special. Daytona's been good to me, it's kind of a interesting place because it's either really, really good or it's really, really bad. Back on a Honda this season, it's kind of like coming home, I've rode Hondas for 10 years in my career already, and this will be the 11th season I'm racing on a Honda motorcycle, so it's really good to be back on a Honda. It's kind of like riding a bicycle, you just jump on it, it just feels right. Keys to winning the Daytona 200. First, you have to finish. That's the number one thing. If you're going to win, you got to finish the race. So you got to keep yourself out of trouble, whether that's at the start of the race, in the middle of the race. You got to make sure that you bring that bike home to the finish, and that's sometimes tough to do. Beyond that, it's important in the first stint before the first pit stop to stay with the lead pack. If you lose the lead pack, it's going to be hard to make up that ground later on in the race, because usually once the first round of pit stops happen, the race kind of shuffles itself out. Which brings me to pit stops. You have to have a good team that's capable of giving you a great pit stop, not just a good pit stop, but a great pit stop. So much time can be gained and lost in the pits that pit stops are a very crucial part of the race. And not only that, but it's the only time during the whole season that these crews are going to do pit stops. So, a good pit stop can set you on the way to setting yourself up to win the race. A bad pit stop, the slightest little mistake can cost you 5-10 seconds in the pits. Almost impossible to make that back up on the racetrack. So, if you're planning on winning the race, you better make sure those pit stops are good and keep yourself out of trouble. Coming into the 2014 season, not only am I back on a Honda, but I'm on a GEICO Honda. And it's great having GEICO Motorcycle Insurance as our primary sponsor. They're a great company to work with, and their motto is 15 minutes can save you 15% or more. And the funny thing is I asked our team owner, Chris Ulrich, when I got on the team, hey, do I get a deal on my insurance? He said, yeah, go on the website. So sure enough, I did, and I ended up switching my insurance because I was saving about $30 a month. So I encourage everybody to go out there and click on GEICOinsurance.com and go get yourself a quote. Yeah, it's a true story. I was like, hey, can I get free insurance? He's like, or get a deal? And he's like, yeah, just go on the website and check it out.
Chances are you're not made of money, so don't overpay for motorcycle insurance. GEICO. See how much you could save